Welcome to the first part of my walkthrough for the Executioner DLC episode, my friends. This is going to be a no damage walkthrough where I will show you the location of all the collectibles, just like I did for the main campaign of the game and the remaining DLC episodes. Obviously, as you know, in this DLC episode we get to play as the Keeper, and it's a very different experience than playing the main campaign of the game. So I'm just going to let you guys witness the intro and I'll be back once the gameplay starts. It's time to go ahead and smash some skulls with our hammer. Okay guys, here we go with the start of the walkthrough. It's time to smash some skulls and we have to save our daughter. The first collectible is right here standing in front of us, you can't miss this one. In total there are 28 collectibles for us to obtain if memory serves me right. And make sure you always break every single object with your hammer, because a lot of the times you'll get coins whenever you break an item, and you'll need those coins to upgrade the Keeper and unlock new weapons and unlock the power of the weapons and so on. So make sure you always destroy everything in your path. This DLC episode takes place in the mansion where Ruvik and his family used to live, and essentially what we have to do is defeat hordes of haunted, and we have to defeat some of the most iconic bosses in the Evil Within world, like the SADIST and so on, who will be our first opponent, by the way. And as we do so, we will find clues about our daughter, and our goal is to save her. So Connolly here is our first opponent. Let's see if I can launch him over the roof of the house. Whee! Womp. Well, I was hoping that he would be able to be launched across the roof of the house, but apparently he can't. There's an invisible wall there. You'll have lots of fun picking up haunted and making them fly across the air. The Keeper has a pretty long range attack, but Connolly was our first victim here, and it's a trend apparently, because he's the first haunted that we have to face in the main game, and he's also the first haunted that Kidman encounters, so I guess he would have to be the first one that the Keeper faces as well. This is the second collectible, the very first diary of the daughter. Who knew that we'd be playing as the Keeper and trying to find our missing daughter? Obviously, from what I understand, this isn't the same Keeper that we face in the main game. I mean, we're taking his form, but his personality and actions are completely different. And you know what? One thing that I'll say about this mode is that it's pretty cool that we get a complete screen this time and that we don't have the black bars cutting the screen. It makes for a better experience in my opinion. So that's good. That's the third collectible, and in order to see that collectible you have to press L2. That allows you to scan the area. And actually that was the fourth collectible, sorry, not the third. And here is the fifth collectible, which gives us information on our very first true opponent, the SADIST. Apparently he wasn't a nice guy. And I think it all begins to make sense now. You know, this file does explain a lot about how the people who are put in the STEM system eventually start turning and turn into monsters. So I'm guessing that's what was happening to Joseph and Sebastian whenever they freaked out and started turning. It's because they had been in this world for a while. So eventually that's probably what happened to every single person that was connected to the STEM system. So I guess that makes a lot of sense. Collectible number 6 right there, make sure you pick it up. And now we can move on ahead and we're going to try and take care of the SADIST. Use that chair to make that trap detonate so you don't take any damage. And now let's head inside. And there's another haunted here. Let's smash him. I don't think I'll be able to get... Oh, I will. Special kill. Whenever you manage to stun a haunted, you'll be able to either grab them by the throat and then launch them, or you can do a finisher where you have to press square to do it. But do be careful though, because you enter a third-person view mode when you do those finishers, and if you're dealing with multiple opponents at the same time, it can actually be a little bit tricky, because you'll go back into first-person view mode, and in that meantime the opponents will be able to attack you, and you might not have time to dodge. So here we go. We're going to take care of the SADIST here. This file shows him slowly getting taken over, I guess, and losing his sanity, even though he wasn't a nice guy to begin with. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the woman who was standing over us before we entered this world, she was Sebastian's wife, Mira. At least it looked like her. Okay, so here comes the first wave of enemies. It's just 2 of them. And I recommend that you go around and destroy the crates in this area, because they might have a few coins for you to pick up. At this point we only have the hammer as our weapon, but we'll pick up new weapons along the way. But as you can see, this game plays out in a completely different fashion than the main game. By the way, if you want to dodge your enemy's attacks, you can press L1. If you press L1 and back, you'll be able to dodge, and that obviously will make your life easier, because a single strike to the keeper and he does take a lot of damage unless you increase his health. So with the SADIST here, you can start by running towards him and pressing triangle, and that will do that strike. And essentially the fight with the SADIST is pretty easy. Dodge whenever he strikes, and whenever he's recovering from that move, just hit him. And as you can see, it won't take long. But there's a wave of haunted coming. Oh, and they're running right after me, so time to dodge. I'm going to run up the stairs and try to pick them off one by one, because if I kill them all, then I will get some extra coins and the SADIST will follow behind them. So if I make a stand here, I can always jump down, so I'll be pretty good here. Come on, come after me. Even though I do like the first person view in this mode, it does work. It would have been kind of funny to see the keeper jumping around and running around in third-person view for some reason. I think that would be hilarious. But let's dodge this guy. He's stunned, fortunately. Come over here. Now go over there. Launch! It's like we're playing bowling. Did you see that? All of them fell at the same time. I tell you, this mode, it's not survival horror necessarily. Like I said, your goal is pretty simple. You have to go around smacking enemies over and over. And at least so far it's been pretty entertaining. Just have to wait for the keeper to follow us. For the sadist. The sadist probably surprised because he thought that the keeper and him were bros before. But sorry dude, gotta save my daughter. And another head smash, there we go. And now there's going to be another wave of enemies. They keep appearing, so you have to take down the boss, otherwise the enemies will keep appearing over and over. But let's see if I can take care of the sadist here. Dodge. One more, and there we go. The sadist is down, and as soon as you defeat the boss, you will get out of this area and head back. And the sadist is done for. You will never touch my daughter ever again. And now we'll be able to pick up a new collectible, and now if we want we can buy the chainsaw in the weapon store, and I'm going to demonstrate what we have in the weapon store in just a moment. But there it is, collectible number 8, let's pick it up. And now let's go to the store, and I'm going to increase the keeper's movement speed. As you can see by this file, our next opponents will be those two giant twins. We only have to face one of the giant twins, so that will make our life easier, and we have to go through that door, but that's for later. We have to save our daughter. Who would have thought that the keeper had such a noble mission? But let's upgrade him a little bit, shall we? Like I said, I'm going to increase his movement speed first, because I want him to be fast, especially if I'm doing a no damage run. But if he moves fast, it will make our life a little bit easier, especially for the next battle. It will make it easier for us to dodge. But this is going to conclude this segment, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with the next part soon, where we will take on the second boss of this game. Take care.